Welcome team, this is Dusty Martin here. Just want to encourage you and just get you excited about some things we got coming up. Scott?
Yeah, we just want to say we're so thankful for your ministry here in the Welcome Team, because this is so vital to our church ministry. The Welcome Team, you're the first faces people see, and so when guests come and they're kind of nervous of being here anyway, and they just see a good Welcome Team, it just kind of helps those nerves go away, and it gives them a great experience. And even our regular attenders, as they come and just see you, it makes them, again, come in the day, starting it out great. And so we just want to say we're thankful for your work and appreciate all that you're doing for the ministry here at Valley Creek.
You really are doing a good job. You're being faithful. And speaking of that, we've got the holidays coming up. And I know that means a lot of you are going to be traveling. You're going to go out of town. And here's what I'm asking that you would do. If you could please email me over the next couple of weeks, if you're unable to make it for one reason or another, at dusty@valleycreekbaptist.org. And that way I'll know, try to find somebody to fill in for you that week. But after the Christmas season is over, we're going to ramp back up and be going full speed. But a couple things I want to mention today during this little training video, and one is please be here at 8:40. I know that seems like a simple thing, but sometimes it can be tough when you've got kids and you're trying to get here. But if you can get here by 8:40, that's when we'll begin to assign roles as far as who's going to be where. As you know, the greeter team is a little bit further out. They're kind of at the door and beyond. And the Welcome Center folks are a little bit closer into the sanctuary. And so at 8:40 we get here, we pray, and we decide who's going to be where. So it's so important that you get here at 8:40. Also want to mention I've got these lanyards on, and hopefully you've been enjoying these. If you haven't served yet, you'll get the privilege of wearing one of these really cool lanyards that says Valley Creek on it. We keep these right here in these baskets. The greeters are on one side and the Welcome Center is on the other. And just basically you want to get that when you get here and put that on, and when you're done, just drop it back off in the basket afterwards. Again, try to be here 15 minutes before and after each service. That way we can make sure we catch people who came late and catch people who get here early, because guests, you never know. Some get here early, some get here late. Also want to mention that it's winter, almost winter time, and that means it's getting colder. So if you're on the greeter team, somebody needs to wear a coat that day. Few people stand further out. Roy Ashford stood further out last week to greet people. And so if you're greeting, just make sure you come prepared, because you might be on one of the outside doors as opposed to being further out in the building. Also want to mention a smile is so important. It seems like something simple, but not everybody gets that, I guess.
Yeah, everybody can put out a smile, and what a smile says to a guest is, hey, we're friendly. And again, people are looking for friendly places, and so just a smile says, we're glad you're here. And even for our regular attenders, that smile, they may have had a rough week, and they're coming here, and they're looking, to kind of be uplifted, and a smile is a simple way to get that started. And so make sure you put on those smiles. I know you got them, and so do a good job. And I also want to mention this, Dusty, too. If you notice with our Welcome Center, one thing our long-range planning team talked about what we needed to do was kind of move the Welcome Center more out into the foyer, because people come in the doors and right then they look and say, well, where do we go from here? And so that's why we kind of moved the Welcome Center here. We've not went to a lot of expense. We've got this nice looking table to keep our supplies on. We've moved the counter out there where it used to be to make more room even for fellowship and to create that flow. And so as we're making these changes, we appreciate you just, kind of going with the flow there as we kind of figure it all out. But we know moving it out here is just going to be a positive experience for our guests. So again, thank you for your work. Thank you for your patience on that too. Dusty?
And when this week is over, when your week is over, whatever week that is, just remember to drop your lanyard off again here. But I want to end with a story, though, because I think this is so exciting. I heard this past week that Liz Knight was serving right here on the Welcome Center and just greeting people as they were coming in. And a mom came up to her, had 3 kids, and never before been here to Valley Creek. And she obviously didn't know where to go. She didn't know where to take her kids, didn't know where to, first place, where to even start. And so Liz jumped right in to action mode, I guess, and took her downstairs, got her kids dropped off, and then brought her back upstairs, took her to the nursery. And that's exactly what we're going for. And to make that even better, Mary Lois, who was around the corner, also serving as a Welcome Center volunteer that past week, came around realizing that Liz had moved on, and so she shifted around and filled this spot right here. And again, that was just flawless. It couldn't have been any better. That's what we're going for. That's why we're doing this. We're helping people obviously be welcomed, but get to where they need to be if they're a new time or new guest or visitor. So keep up the great work, and we appreciate what you do.
All right. Thanks again. God bless you.